Have you ever wondered how some of your favorite songs might sound in a different language? The music industry has grown vastly throughout the years, and one of the more recent pivotal moments was the introduction of K pop to the world, more importantly, the Western stage. Today, I will be telling you about K pop. First, I'll be telling you about the first generation, secondly, about the second generation, and lastly, about the third generation. The first generation of K-pop would become the foundation for the next three generations, and it all started with a man named Satoshi. Satoshi was part of a rock band called Shinobi as a bassist in 1992 when he created his own band Satoshi and Kids. With their amazing performances and unique songs, they swept all existing awards and destroyed other genres like trot, ballad, and folk. Satoshi and Kids were the first band that resembled the K-pop music and mega fandom we have today. After the disbanding of Satoshi and Kids, people said that K-pop was dead, but founder of DSP Entertainment, Lee Ho-yeon, who actually had experience in managing big artists, launched a boy group in 1996 called Idol. Idol had decent success and popularity until they were destroyed by SM Entertainment's HOT. HOT had hardcore rap, distinct fashion and hairstyles, and had huge success. SM Entertainment developed a systematic idol training system that was made better over the next generations. Although the first generation of K-pop was the crucial starting point for Korean pop, the second generation was where Korean pop started to shine. Generation 1.5 was the transition stage from Generation 1 to 2, where a lot of soloists who did R&B and ballads became super popular. Some of these soloists include Sung Shi-kyun, Hee-sung, Vibe, MC The Max, Buzz, The Crocs, Foss, and SG Wannabe, but the most notable soloist of this generation was Boa. Generation 1.5 was when JYP, YG Entertainment, and SM Entertainment also became to known as the Big Three. Then came second generation. SM became rich and debuted other groups like Super Junior, Girls' Generation in 2007, and SHINee FX in 2009. Girls' Generation conquered Korea and Japan with songs like G. Meanwhile, SHINee created addictive songs like Juliet, Ring Ding Dong, Lucifer. FX showed the experimental side of SM with their unique concepts, then came Big Bang from YG Entertainment, who had hit songs after hit songs, which made them the unquestionable number one in Korea. Later on, 21 from YG made their debut in 2009 with a very different concept and strong female image. The second generation laid out the foundation for the third generation, and the third generation was a generation that expanded K-pop beyond Korea. The beginning of the third generation began at different times depending on who you ask. Some might say it was in 2010, while some say that it was when there was a sudden inflation of groups. A lot of groups started to pop out like Beast, M Black, CM Blue, B1A4, Block B, After School, T-ara, Rainbow, Secret, Sistar, and more. But if we had to pick a dominant group in this generation, it would be EXO. In this transition era, it would be EXO. EXO debuted in 2002 under SM Entertainment in two groups, EXO-M and EXO-L. This was another experimental approach with SM trying to divide and expand markets. And it worked. EXO wins all the awards, top charts, and grows. Then there was the girl group Trinity, Twice, Red Velvet, and Blackpink. JYP's Twice had been named the nation's girl group, taking the title from Girls' Generation previously. Their songs mainly dominated Japan and Korea, some being Cheer Up, TT, Knock Knock, and Fancy. YG's Blackpink had the record for most YouTube views in 24 hours with 15.6 million views of their song Kill the Slav. They are also the highest charting female K-pop group on Billboard Hot 100 and 200. SM's Red Velvet are always praised by the public for their unique sound and high quality songs. Highlight and Billboard have named Red Velvet as one of the best K-pop groups. Finally, there is one group that cannot be mentioned if talking about the third generation, BTS. BTS started off from a small company called Big Hit Entertainment, now Hype Labels, under the producer Bang Si-hyuk, who guided them originally, planning to release them as a hip-hop group, but later decided that they should be an idol group. BTS also differentiated themselves from other groups by speaking about the unspoken in their lyrics, such as mental health, youth problems, social issues, and the journey to loving oneself. They topped the Billboard 200 four times in a row, starting in 2018 with the album Love Yourself Tear. This was the first time any artist had done that since the Beatles. They performed at the Grammys, talked at UN General Assemblies, did a cover of Times Magazine, sold out multiple stadium tours, and sold over 32 million cumulative albums to this day. To sum it all up, the first generation started with a man named Sotaji, which later evolved into the idol system that is used today. Then there was the 1.5 transition era, which brought mainstream solo artists, mainly known as like R&B, folk, ballad singers. The main one being Boa. Then there was the big three, which were JYP, YG, and SM Entertainment, which all three introduced different sounds to K-pop that are not used today. Generation 3 was the sudden inflation of groups. So there was a lot of groups that came, a lot of groups that debuted, but very little actually had major success. Some of the major groups were like Twice, Red Velvet, EXO, Blackpink, BTS. The three generations discussed were the generations that grew K-pop to where it is today. But after today, you know just a little bit about K-pop, as the fourth and fifth generations have just begun.